Welcome back to this week's design terms. Last week we discussed the different types of resolution and the differences between screen resolution and print resolution. This week, however, we will be discussing the variances of color modes. So there's 4 types of color modes that we will discuss today: RGB, CMYK, bitmap, and grayscale. RGB is going to be red, green, and blue. It's used to measure color through light. So RGB will mainly be used for your digital screens, whether it be on your computer or your phone or any type of other device. Print resolution will use CMYK, grayscale, and bitmap.
Vector files use a totally different system to make up the thing, so they're actually infinitely scalable. So no matter what size you make it, it'll print sharp. So what you can see here is 72 pixels per inch is what everything that you see on like a website or something like that, or maybe even TV sometimes, is the screen resolution. So if you see that on screen, it'll look sharp on screen, but if you try to print it, it'll look really pixelated. We'll show you a closer up example of that. This is 300 pixels per inch printed, which is the standard high resolution print. So you can do it either CMYK or grayscale. 1200 bitmap is what you would do if you were scanning text or line art. That would make that sharp. And this is just vector, so you can use spot colors or something like that, or black and all that, but we'll talk about that later. So the differences between these is RGB uses red, green, blue, light to make up the image, and it has the color gamut of RGB is much higher than CMYK. RGB can do millions of colors. CMYK can only do thousands of colors. Think of it like if you're mixing red and blue to make purple, or grayscale is black and white and everything in between. So you can do shades and tints. Bitmap is black, white, nothing else. It's only this end of the spectrum. Vector can be all of these, besides bitmap.
Just to recap, vector files are infinitely scalable, raster files are made of pixels, RGB, red, green, blue, is going to be based off light, CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, or black in this case, will be ink-based and used in full color. Bitmap is used for text and line art, and grayscale is going to be consisting of tints and shades on the black and white spectrum. So we hope this information was helpful, and we hope to see you next week. If you have questions, just let us know.